but heading into next week, a couple of opportunities to have more impactful weather. Here you go. You got this big dip in the jet stream. This is the early part of next week. And then as we move through that, you've seen this setup before. We've seen it many times throughout this winter season. You've got an area of low pressure developing on the lee side of the Rockies in response to that big dip in the jet stream, and then you get a southerly fetch of moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. It brings up warm and humid air, same type of air mass that fueled the severe weather that we tracked for you here on Fox Weather through the afternoon, the evening, and even into the overnight period last night. Similar looking setup developing heading into next week, at least the early indications of that. And that'll set up, like we saw yesterday, a corridor of heavy snow across the plains up into the Great Lakes region. We've got some heavy rain, a possibility, the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys with that flood risk ramping up, and also the possibility, at least still way too far out to say with certainty, but the possibility for some additional severe weather heading into next week. So that's the first storm system. Then as we look toward the second half of next week, you get another dip in the jet stream that moves into the middle part of the country. That could trigger another area of low pressure toward the end of next week with some similar impacts possible. Some icing concerns through the Ohio River Valley, a corridor of heavy snow on the northern side of that, and yet another round of some severe weather a possibility. Here's future track for the first of those systems. You got the moisture moving up off the Gulf of Mexico, heavy in spots Monday into Tuesday, even into the very early part of Wednesday. You've got more of that heavy rainfall moving across the south. Then we'll be waiting on the possibility of that second system toward the end of next week. Look at this rain forecast. This is just for the first system through Wednesday morning. You see some of these oranges, Mississippi and Alabama, same areas just impacted by the severe weather yesterday. Also up into parts of Arkansas, western parts of Kentucky, and western and middle Tennessee. You've got these yellows and oranges indicating the possibility of 2 to as much as 5 inches of rain in total.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.